Hey everyone, welcome back to Elevator Pitch Season 2. My name is Joe Ennis, and today I wanted to bring just kind of a shorter episode. This is going to be a little solo episode, kind of an update of why I'm bringing the show back, the success that I saw, and a little bit about why I think you should potentially rethink how you're looking at social media content, specifically podcasts. So let's start with why I'm bringing the show back. Well, I really like doing the show, first off. It's so much fun. I get to meet a ton of really cool people, learn a ton about a lot of different types of businesses, and I just think it's really, really enjoyable. I get to grow my network while I get to kind of show off what I do a little bit. And that's kind of what I want to talk about a little bit is kind of why I show off what I do or how I show off what I do and why that's important for this show. This show was made with a goal in mind. Whenever I work with clients, I ask them first, what are your goals with your show? Because depending on what their goals are, they're going to have a different angle for how they shoot their content, what their content is going to look like, who their target audience is, all of that kind of stuff, and what their ROI looks like. And so I always ask first, what are your goals? Well, my goals for this show was clients. I wanted more clients. I wanted potential clients. I wanted clients to sign on and work with me. And that's my main goal with this show. And the main people that I wanted to make clients were actually the people on the show. And I would tell them that too. They would come on the show and they'd be like, so what's the purpose for the show? And I would be like, well, to be honest, my purpose is to potentially get clients out of it by giving them a demo of what I do and telling them I can do the same thing for them. And that's what I did. I worked with a lot of these people and I would, just tell them straight up what my goals was to gain clients. And at the very least, I got someone for my network. And I found a lot of success in that. It really worked out for me in a really cool way. And I really want to keep doing it. A lot of these people became clients and or potential clients of mine, and it worked very, very well. And my goal, again, was just that. I just wanted potential clients. Now, I didn't want a big audience. I didn't try to grow a big audience. My audience obviously grew a little bit because I was promoting and doing all this stuff. But my main goal was clients, and I saw that. I got that. So a little bit of the process I went through to do this, because right now it seems like it's very salesy and gross. Not true. I did not expect anyone to sign up. I didn't expect anyone to talk to me for the purpose of me pitching them. The entire process went something like this. I would reach out to people, usually on LinkedIn or other podcast platforms that I saw them on, and I'd say, hey, I saw your business. I thought it was really cool, and I would love to give you some free content to promote yourself. I would give them a full YouTube video starring themselves of the interview, the audio version, which would live on Apple and Spotify and all those places, as well as a piece of micro content, which is like a 30-second to 2-minute video that they could post to promote themselves. It always was starring them, and they could use it to promote themselves. That's what I would say. You get a ton of free content out of it to promote yourself. You just need to talk to me for 15, 20 minutes. And I think I don't even know if I had anyone say no to doing that because it's free content starring yourself to promote your business. Why not? And what I saw as well is, and how I kind of took the whole thing is at the end of the recording / editing / giving them everything and publishing it, I would say, it's really that easy. This is what we offer. That took you 20 minutes and you got all this free content out of it. And this is kind of what I do for a living. And if you're interested in, doing it for yourself, let me know. And again, a lot of these people were like, absolutely, I need to do this because this only took me 20 minutes. And that's kind of what we're trying to do is take the whole process, out of it for you so that all you have to do is sit down, know what to say, and record. And we'll do everything else. And that's what we promoted, or I promoted to, my guests on the show. Now, finally, what applies to you? Obviously, this works very well for me because what I do is podcasts and recording and editing. So doing a podcast to kind of show that is very easy for me. But I have a lot of clients that have taken this new angle, and I would encourage you to also consider an angle like this of thinking of your podcast as a way to get your foot in the door with potential clients, if that is your goal for your show. Now, some people's goal for their show is just to, promote themselves or to make the content or to gain an audience, and that's fine, and I would look at it differently. But if your goal with your show is to potentially get clients, and usually what that looks like is most people say, well, I'm going to record, publish, and hopefully the listeners will want to become clients. Hopefully that happens. But personally, for me, I have found more success in getting the people that I want to become potential clients as guests on my show and promoting them there. If anything, you should kind of camouflage or disguise. I don't know if that's the right word. It seems kind of negative, but your show as a way to get in a conversation with a business or a person that you potentially want to work with. If you're able to say, hey, I have this show, I'll give you a ton of value. Again, a little tip, always make sure that your guests feel like they're getting more value out of the show than you are. It's a big tip. It helps very much. I'll give you all this free stuff. Just need to come talk to me for 10 to 20 minutes. And if you can set it up in a way that, again, it makes them feel like they're extremely valuable, their time is valuable, they're getting more out of it than you are. But you're also able to kind of angle it in a way that it kind of makes sense that, what you discuss has to do with you and your business, even if it's just a little bit. So, for example, you get, a guest on that is extremely smart or an expert in one field of study. And you maybe are in a different field of study, but potentially those things work together, or your field of study could benefit theirs. And you say, hey, you ask them, you let them promote themselves, all of their stuff, all the stuff they're doing, let them shout themselves out as much as they want. And then at the end, the last few questions say, hey, how does a company like what we do, really benefit you? And they're going with the rhythm. They love it. They're obviously going to tell you. They'll be like, well, obviously, these are the different ways that we really benefit from someone like you. Once the recording is done, I guarantee, I've never had this not happen for me or for clients that I've recorded with. Once the recording is done, immediately that person's going to be like, this was great. I would love to stay in touch. Let's keep talking. Potentially there's a way we can work together. Bang, your foot's in the door. And you get a ton of free social media content. They get a ton of content. You can promote yourself, let the guest promote you. There's a ton of other benefits that I could go into on another episode. And I probably already did in the first one a little bit. But, there's all these added benefits of just a ton of content, and you're staying in front of your audience and your other potential clients on social media. But you're in the door now with someone that potentially you wouldn't have been if you just reached out asking for a conversation. You're giving them a ton of value for their business and for them, and showing them that, you want to be helpful first. And I would recommend thinking about a podcast as almost another method for sales instead of a method to grow your audience to potentially sell to your audience. I guess, it's already kind of thought of as a sales method, but think of it more as like a way to get in the door with people that you might not before, if that makes sense. So anyways, that's a little bit of just why I'm bringing the show back. I found a lot of success with this kind of model of doing content, as well as, video podcasts. Just a side note, video podcasts, you just get so much more content out of them than audio podcasts alone, or trying to shoot a 2-minute video. You end up shooting like for like 10 or 15 minutes anyways if you're trying to get the perfect 2 minutes. So you might as well just record in a longer format and cut it up into 2 minutes. You get a ton of extra content. But anyways, if you guys are interested in working with us and doing this yourself, we do have a beginner's package that we've been offering this whole year, which is really great. We help you set up your YouTube channel as well as your audio podcast, and we'll edit and record and everything for you for 4 episodes a month. You have to sign on for at least 3 months, and we can discuss pricing and all of that, but I guarantee you it's way cheaper than anyone else in my area, as potentially even the whole field. We're offering it for dirt cheap. So if that's something you're interested in and you heard this and you're like, you know what, I want to try this out, the beginner package is perfect for you because it's only 3 months, and at the end of 3 months, you can decide if you want to step back and stop or if you want to keep going. And if you decide to stop, you have a 12-episode series that you can use to promote forever that just lives on, so that you don't feel like you wasted your time and you don't break the bank making this content. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you guys so much. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Our first episode is going to be on Tuesday. I'm very, very excited. That is Tuesday the 7th. Tuesday, September 7th. Very excited. Please click the subscribe button to get notified for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you then.